Alright guys, welcome to a place we like to call Hajimari no Kiseki. Now you're probably thinking, why are you playing a Japanese text game when it hasn't even been localized yet? Well, the thing is, I'll tell you the story. So basically, I had all this Christmas money laying around. One day my mom tells me, you never spend your Christmas money. And then boom. You got this copy. I'm like, we're playing Hajimari no Kiseki. And I'll be completely honest. This will be my first time doing this. I'm actually using the Zerofield subs or translation, so shout out to them as well for having to translate everything from all the dialogue text to the battle system to the crafts and quartz. You'll see what I mean. I have a spreadsheet of everything. Also, for those wondering, before we start, I'll be using a guide. Hope that doesn't bother anyone, because I will be using a guide. I actually did finish the novel 3 and 9. I actually will say, pretty great novel to read, especially for preparing for this type of game for the first time. So yeah, for those wondering, I'll be starting on normal, so let's start right now. So I have this thing where I have the fucking Zerofield subs with me, so we'll see how it goes too. So I have my phone with me for Google Translate, just in case I get stuck on the stuff I need. But I'm pretty sure it should be fine, comrade. Legend of Heroes, Hajimari no Kiseki. I wonder... Hold up, guys. Hold up, guys. I gotta be sure, I'm not having any dialogue stuff problems right now. Hold on, let me just exit the game capture and then relog back in. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm kind of stuck right now. Give me a second, guys. Right, we should be good now. Alright, we should be good now. I just had some errors for a bit. Alright, let us start. Finally. New game. Very easy, normal, hard, nightmare, and abyss. What the abyss? Nah, I'm actually gonna play on normal. This is my first time playing a Japanese text game, so we're playing on normal. I believe the game is telling me if I had any save data from the previous games. I don't have anything, so I guess no. And Sen no Kiseki 3 and 4. I haven't played the Japanese versions, I only played the English version, so no. If there is clear data... Okay. So first, it's for Zero no Kiseki games, no. No. No? Okay, we should be good. Alright, we should be good. Because I don't actually play the Japanese version of those games. February 14th, years 17, 1207. 5 months after the end of the Great War, Reston's Mirror, Crossbell City. Oh yeah, Crossbells have already been taken over by, the military, so... For those wondering, I'm gonna only voice the important dialogue, not the minor dialogue, just like my CS4 run, so sorry for...
この地を離れた正規軍の腰抜けどもに代わり、今度は我々が銃を取ろう。カルバードを、周辺諸国を打ち倒し、今度こそゼムリア大陸の覇権をつかむのだ。
In the year 1206 of the Deception Calendar, a certain day of September. So this is after CS4. In response to the actions of the Erebonian Empire and the Republic of Calvard, a plan known as Operation Jormungand was enacted and war broke out. And yet the Great World War, which encompassed all surrounding countries, ended up finishing in a ceasefire after just 2 days. A certain group of youths assisted by many parties led the conflict, which was nearly one of the most historic proportions to its swift resolution. Yet, at the end of October, at the war's conclusion, a certain incident broke out as if leaking into Crossbell through various cracks. Ever since converted a province of the Empire, Crossbell was occupied by troops known as the Special Guard, popularly called the Governor's Bodyguards. They opposed the imperial government's orders to withdraw in a believable turn of events to control of the city in an uprising. Their aim was nothing less than a restart of the Great World War. I gotta know when to move the text. Their aim, then the Empire itself was unable to play much of a role in the post-war world. Though acting Prime Minister Regnitz demanded the rest of the former Governor General, the troops in Crossbell ignored him entirely. The provisional government in Crossbell feared armed intervention by the Republic, but the careful negotiations between two parties yielded no agreement. And by March of the following year, Crossbell fell under total military occupation. However, there was one factor the Special Guard did not account for, and the light that yet shone forth from the eyes of the oppressed citizens who had been expected to do but succumb. Oh. Is that who I think it is?
映像をご覧の皆さん、劇団アルカンシルです。かつて行われた練習公演の完成形、ついにお披露目できる日がやってきました。
本当にお待たせしました。
Dark hair artist, you don't mean
私た
that
ちの
person.
復帰公演でもある本ステージ、どうか心ゆくまでお楽しみください。さあクロスベルのみんな、一緒に最高の舞台に盛り上げていくわよ。星と月と太陽の輝きとともに幾千万の夜を超えて。
Yep. This doesn't surprise me. I've seen this in CS4, so yeah. Oh, what the fuck? Why are you shooting? Gawk.
貴様らは。
はーい、英字隊の皆さん。
Oh, hello. This isn't who I
こちら
think
も
it
始める
is.
よ。準備はいいかい、バルド。
とっくにな。
Damn.
思う存分暴れさせてもらうぜ。裏早手二重。
Twin Arcane Gale? What the?
風の牽制。
アリオスさん、こっちも OK です。
さあ一気に制圧するよエオリア。サポートは任せてリーシャ。そっか、これってオープンコンバット。クロスベル警備隊、これより市街開放作戦を始動します。
It's time to liberate the city again. Woo!
各外区に展開しつつ警察有志と合流。ただし市民の保護を最優先に。彼らの準備が整うまで全身全霊で敵戦力を引きつけなさい。
イエスマム。
Yes, ma'am.
クロスベル警察各課、A支隊の制圧と拘束を開始する。各自状況を判断しつつ迅速的確に動くがいい。
I know all these names, but I don't want to say anything yet. Is that who I know? Yep, it's that thing. Yep, Divine Wolf.
あれって。
帰ってきたのね。
さあ、ここが正念場だ。自治州警察の底力を見せてやれ。各所で反乱分子と交戦開始。増援を要請する。おとなしく地下に引っ込んでればいいもの。魔鋼騎兵小隊無力化を開始する。はっ。仕掛けてくるなら好都合だ。今こそ反逆者どもを根絶やしに。いや、そうはさせない。
Oh, if it isn't who I think it is. Oh, Gawk.
やりましたね、先輩。うまくいったわね。
これでようやく条件が整ったか。ああ、ティオ、ユーナ、準備を。
Hell yeah, boy.
了解しました。対侵食プログラムのインストールを開始します。
Yes, SS is back, boys. Poggers.
イエス。連絡回線のクラック成功だ。指揮系統の撹乱を開始するぜ。
オッケー、サポートするよ。各チーム、魔鋼騎兵と遭遇。装甲車による誘導、迎撃を開始します。頑張って、お姉ちゃんたち。
ここまでは予定通りね。あとは。
お待たせしました。こちらも準備完了です。作戦を最終段階に移行します。
みんな、了解。目標地点の座標データを転送するね。
いよいよクライマックスってわけね。
女神のご加護。みんなどうか気をつけて。
エリー、皆もよろしく頼む。今こそクロスベルを取り戻してくれ。
はい。防御フィールド固定完了。
Oops. I gotta be sure. My bad.
対侵食システムオールグリーン。カウントダウンを開始します。ドライ、スバイ、アインス、ルル。
What the fuck? Zolj. Damn. Woo! Jesus. That would've hurt, but damn.
貴様らはロイド・バニングス。不法占拠
市民監禁の疑いでこれより強制捜査を開始する。行くぞ特務支援課。
Ah, yes. How I miss this battle system. Alright, it won't really tell me how to do the tutorial, but I already know how this works. Blah blah blah. Top left battle system. I believe what they added was Zero Break, so I'll be interested to see what it does. Blah blah blah. CP. Move. Attack. Arts. Alright, swapping. So guessing Yuna's swappable, I see. We got ourselves items. Yep, want to get those out of the way as well. Next is orders. So I read up on the orders on what they do. So I believe this is his Raging Hammer. I think this one is like his Toughness Shield. This one's basically 150% beat break damage and 15 CP. This one is half damage. This one is Cross Strike is Accelerate. You know what Accelerate does, but EP 110, I don't know what it does. This is Aeon Shield. This is basically Perfect Reflect, but you get sturdy CP. This one is Proud Warrior. I believe it's a turn of strength for 30% damage dealt, and this is Warhammer. Okay, let's get started then. Damn! Already broken him. It's very important that we're gonna have to scan each and every one of them. Alright, everyone's the same, of course. Blah blah blah. As their HP goes down, scanning, you get to see their status. Not bad. Not bad for the first battle. Lloyd Bannings. Ellie McDowell. Teo Plato. Randy Orlando.
やりましたね、先輩方。
ああ、突入成功だ。ありがとうな、ユウナ。失敗できない状況でよくやってくれたよ。
Yuna Crawford.
正直緊張しっぱなしでしたけど、一人だったら絶対に成功させられなかったと思います。先輩方やキーヤちゃんたちのサポート、それと分校での朝練のおかげでしょう。
ああ、大したもんだぜ。たくこいつね。たった1年ばかりで一回りも二回りもでかくなりやがって。
ちょっとランディ先輩。
ユーナちゃんも平気そうでよかった。対侵食プログラムというのが無事に働いてくれてるみたいね。
ええ、魔法機関による精神汚染もちゃんとブロックできているみたいです。工房の調査データを送ってくれた帝国組とリベール組に感謝ですね。
なあ、それに
つながった。ロイドたち大丈夫？地上から見てました。突入成功してよかったです。
しかしタワーの横っ腹にダイブなんてほんと無茶なことを思いつくよね。君たちらしいといえばらしいけど
Craziest plan I've seen, to be honest.
無理やりだったが、このくらいは今更ってやつだろ。
なあ、地上のみんなが兵士隊を引きつけてくれたおかげさ。で、リーシャは大丈夫なのか？ステージの真っ最中のはずだが。
ちょうど出番の合間なんです。久しぶりのイリアさんとの共演、言葉にならないくらいです。
I believe it's been 2 years since Ilya and Risha performed on
リー
stage.
シャさん、私たちも同じ気持ちよ。
After, like, you know,
リハビリ成功して本当に良かったですよね。せっかくの復活ステージを生で見られないのだけは残念ですけど。
一応記録はしてもらってますし、無事に戻ったらみんなで見ましょう。
なあ、絶対に。
アルカンシェルの防衛に市民たちの避難誘導も配備完了している。
I believe that's Detective Dudley, Mirio, and Chief Sergey.
町のことは任せて、お前たちはタワーの攻略に集中するがいい。
最後の見せ場を譲ってあげたんだから、しくじったらただじゃおかないわよ。
分かってるっての。
これで作戦も大詰め。あとはお前たちがタワーの中枢メンバーを制圧するだけだ。支援家としての大仕事、存分に成し遂げてこい。
はい本当にいろいろな人に支えられてるわね。
なあ、彼らの分まで頑張ろう。
よーし、それじゃあ早速。
もう騒ぎは収まったのか？
さっきの大きな音は一体。
It's the hostages?
君たちは。
もしかして特務支援課の方々では？
おお、まさか私たちを助けに来てくれたのかい？
タワーの職員の皆さん。
ちょうどこちらに囚われていたんですね。
さすがに放っておくわけにはいかないな。一旦下のフロアで安全な場所を探して。
いえ、それは私が引き受けます。ロイド先輩たちはこのまま攻略を開始してください。
有望、お前
いいのか？
心配なら無用です。私だって分校で鍛えられましたし。
Yeah, we'll be fine without her. You should be fine, comrade.
最後の詰めをお手伝いできないのはちょっぴり悔しいですけど、皆さんなら、先輩たちならきっとやり遂げられるって信じてますから。ユーナちゃん、分かったわ。
皆さんのことは頼む。今君にしかできない任務だ。任せたぞ、ユーナ。
はい。
Prologue.
よっしゃ。そんじゃあ改めて兵士隊をぶちのめしに行くとするか。
はい、それぞれの戦いを引き受けてくれた皆さんのためにも、
私たちに託してくれたユーナちゃんやキーヤちゃん、町のみんなの分まで。
これより解放作戦の最終ミッションを開始する。絶対に取り戻そう。 俺たちのクロスベルを。
Blah blah blah. Same as before.
私の番です。
It's basically the same controls as before. I hopefully like the controls. I gotta zoom out the map a bit, just in case. Honestly, this is my first time hearing the Japanese voices, so don't expect much from me, to be honest. Because I've been used to all these English voices, it's my first time hearing the Japanese voices. What was that? Let's just go see what's going on. Enemy sight. They're reinforcements from the Special Guard. Emergency stairway to the upper floors is blocked too. We have no choice but to use the elevators. In that case, let's give them hell. Alright, let's take care of them quick. Now combat links. Combat links are a special system used in battle to provide for success. Choosing a partner to link allows you to unbalance enemies, then you perform follow-up attacks as well as finishing attacks with link abilities. Using a combat with link partners will increase the link level using stronger link abilities. Change link members during combat using the L1 button. I like this part. It actually shows elemental weaknesses, which is pretty nice. You're done for. Miss, blah blah blah. Rosar on the counterattack.
Yosh.
Got him. Alright, let's keep this pace up and finish up. The elevator systems were under the Special Guard's control, but thanks to Yoda's hacking, they should be released. Well, the enemy's in a pretty desperate situation. Ordinary measures won't cut it here. Let's go. It's time for us to take back our Crossbell. By weapon interviews and unbalancing enemies, the likelihood of unbalance depends on the character's weapon attribute and the enemy's weakness. Lloyd's strike attribute is strong against rock monsters, Pierce is strong against monsters with a shell, and there are many other ways to increase the chance of an unbalance. There's also Slash, which is strong against softer monsters, and Plant-type monsters, which are attributes like Fire, which are strong against flying monsters. Unbalance on crit turns. When attacking on AT crit turn, regardless of their weapon attribute, unbalance is guaranteed. Make use of this technique when fighting out remaining enemies. Also, you could set links from the camp menu, and not just in battle. macro formation is fine. I just worry about our EP situation. That's all. I'll have to figure out what those items are, but I'm pretty sure that's like some free stuff, of course. Oh, it's an orbiting charging station. Right, if things get too tough, let's head back here and regroup. Machine is an orbiting charging, left behind in dangerous locations. Approaching it, press X to allow a recovery of HP and EP. Huh? Oh, Jared? Something wrong, Jared? Okay. Yeah, free commentary! Yeah! Oh, shut up. The hell? They even have patrol dogs in the tower? May have a good grasp on their strength as individuals, but things can get tougher if we get surrounded. There's a chance they may go after the civilians. Let's take them down here. Russian burst. About Russian burst. Well, case break is too high, break is likely to occur. So it's an effective tactic to use against Rush BP and use orders again. Rush costs 2 BP, and burst consumes a 5. Be sure to use it appropriately during combat. Blah blah blah. I am mixing up the text to be honest, but whatever. Huh? Shut up, Jared. So high speed mode does exist. I'm pressing the left pad, of course. Raging Hammer! Zero arts.
Yeah! Yosh!
That break damage though. Nice. Fresh and complete. According to Key's info, the emergency stairwell on this floor shouldn't be sealed yet. Oh, it seems like they're falling behind. We should be able to make it if you keep this pace up. Let's move on and take total control. Right. About break. After repetitive attacks on an enemy, the break gauge is set to 0. The enemy will enter a broken state. Enemies cannot act while in this state, so you make the most use out of it. Also, Lloyd's Raging Hammer order can increase the break damage dealt by allies, so let's try it out. Yeah, I don't know. See if I can get a link combo, even though I won't understand Japanese. We're gonna high five each other. Psh. There we go. And I know they use a different sound effect for when they high five each other back in CS4, so. Ooh, more battle scopes.
いけるわ。そこ。はあ、みんなチャンスよ。
強行突破だ。レイジングハンマー。こいつはどうだい？クリムゾンゲイル。行くぞ。よし。
What I miss?
今だ。
もらった。
終わりだ。
任せて。私の番です。チャンスです。
もらった。行くぞ。せい。悪いな。 先に行かせてもらうよ。
I know this is the prologue, but damn, damn. "36th floor."
確か。 39階に目標の部屋があるんだったわね。兵士隊の本隊がいるはずです。ルートは任せてください。
よろしく頼む。このまま一気に行くぞ。
Oh yeah, if I dare situation, I may have to use the... Yeah, I may have to use the arrow keys on my keyboard for that, for those kinds of texts.
いつでも行けるわ。
すんなりとは行かせてくれなそうだな。
電撃作戦は成功しているはずだが、さすがは英士隊といったところか。
油断できないわ。慎重に進みましょう。
Check. Let's see. Oh, you're alone?
一気に行くぞ。強行突破だ。
Raging Hama. I want to use S-Craps, but at the same time, I want to save my S-Craps for the boss. What I missed? Ow.
行くわよ。食らいなさい。
Oh my god, this guy can dodge! What the? This guy can dodge.
デミガンマ起動セリントゼロチャンスです。
よし。
ラウドウォリ
よし。今だ。
もらった。
終わりだ。
Proud warrior.
深く。そんな。ありがとうエリー。いつも助かるよ。
当然よ。あなたのためだもの。
Alright, we got Ellie Lloyd, we got Tio Randy, we got Randy Lloyd. I think we should get Tio and Ellie this time. Elevators are not working. Yeah, this room looks so familiar. I'm not sure. There they are, it's the SSS! So they did come this way. We managed to pull off our ambush! We're so smart! Wait, so they already detect that elevator locks were disabled? They're quite skilled. Right. After all, they were a top elites from the Imperial forces. And this time, that huge warhound is in the mix too. This should be no problem for us as we are now. Yeah, let's take them out. S-Craps. S-Craps are an ultimate attack that unleashes a strong one in exchange for all remaining CP. S-Craps can be used with 100 CP, as much stronger when CP is 200. Hold down the R1 to activate and deploy during enemy turns so you can overturn disadvantage using it. Can I get the crit one? Alright, let's get the crit one. Alright, this should hurt. Bazooka! I'd just give up if I were you. Nice. Nice, Randy. Damn, you did your work, Randy. Just by one-shotting everyone. That's why I like Randy during when I was playing CS4. Had to be the most OP pet member of my party. Other than when the new class 7 was so useless. Oh, there's a Zero Craft. Which S-Craft do you want to see? Jared. Lloyd, Tio, or Jared. Alright, this should cause zero. Okay, whenever I see those Zerkrats, I gotta take advantage of those situations. Because this is OP. So you don't actually cost your CP. It's like, huh, we pulled off an ambush, we're geniuses, sir! And before they get one shot by Randy. We got this, boss! We got him! Oh shit, you're fucked, boss! Got him. Oh, there's CC no match for us as we are now. That may be true until we put a stop to their main force. This incident will never be resolved. Let's move quickly while they're still off guard. Blah blah blah. I believe what we got was a force medal. Defense. Yep, that's defense. Okay. 3% crit rate, not bad. We'll give it to Lloyd. We'll see if we can get more accessories. Yeah, I'm literally looking at this guide, seeing what I got, and actually interpreting it as my own. Is there anything else we need? Nope. Let's go to the 38th floor. We got ourselves this chain battle. Blah blah blah, yeah.
Yosh! Raging Hammer! Ikuzo!
Ow. Yeah, I like this new weak system on the arts, so you know what arts to use.
Yosh!
Ellie, you don't have to say sorry every time you defeat an enemy. Come on. Don't be like, you know, Tita, who's just sorry whenever she tries to hit something. Yeah, I know a little bit of Japanese, only like the simpler phrases. Okay. I believe that's... Well, I think that's Stainless R. I'll take out shield. Fuck it. Yeah, I have to read up on the on all these courts in the future. We'll see what they are. We'll see what I want to put on them. Alright, I'm gonna save real quick, just in case. I'll do like 5 save files at least.
強敵だな。気をつけていこう。
みんな油断は禁物よ。
強行突破だ。
Raging Hammer.
デミガンナー起動。
追うよ。これで終わりだ。チャンスだ。
そこだ。俺の番だな。よし。
私の番ね。いや、今よ。続きます。
俺の番だな。
駆け抜けるわよ。ストライクメイン。
行くぞ。やっ
任せて。
Ooh, Zero Crap. Guess we're gonna use Teo's Zero Crap. Jesus, that delay is so huge. Yeah, from what I heard, Teo's like one of the slower people. It's pretty strong. Meh. Meh. Ow. Ow.
行くぞ。今だ。もらった。行くぜ。
みんな頑張って。
ありがとう。行くぞ。
行くぜゼイ。戦闘終了。全員ぶ
よし。やったぞ。
やったわ。
レベルアップですね。
まだまだいけるぜ。
いつでも行くそこ。
Use some arts. I'm gonna heal. Oh, we're already healed. Never mind. Never mind, we're already healed. I think that's the end of the area, I'm pretty sure. Let's do another save file.
Ji前に入手したデータでは、ここが彼らの指令室のようです。
ここに兵士隊の中枢メンバーが。みんな戦闘準備を。突入。
Eh? It's empty.
で、
おかしいわね。確かに情報では。
ロイドさん、皆さんもお疲れ様です。
フラン、 キーヤにヨナもどうしたんだ？
タワー内部でちょっと気になる動きがあったんだ。
あんたらの突入直後くらいにエース隊員たちが
They're all at the rooftop, huh? Let's see then.
まさか飛行艇で撤退を？
それはそれで作戦成功とも言えるが。
Yeah, but that means we can't. But that would mean, you know, that they'll escape though.
でも双眼鏡でもそれらしいものはなくって。
Wait, what?
だけど間違いなく何かありそうな感じがするんだ。念のため気をつけておいて。
そいつは
分かった。心に留めておくよ。
市内の戦闘もそろそろ大詰めだ。あんたらも気合い入れていけよ。
健闘を祈ってます。
規模が妙に気にしてたみたいだが。
因果を見る力。黄昏の時ほどの力はなくなったみたいですが。
とにかく作戦成功まであと一歩なのは間違いない。気を引き締めて屋上に向かうとしよう。
Kick. Oops. I gotta memorize that I always have to press L3 whenever I have to, like, stop the text from stopping. Looks like we have to go this way, do we? Yep.
私の番です。
俺の番だな。
よし。
Yosh. Can't wait for EA to localize it. We'll just have to be patient. But I'm pretty sure, like, this is gonna be great, regardless.
屋上に出ましたね。キーヤたちの話だとこの上に。
これが最後だ。みんな最大限の警戒を。
よっしゃ、気合い入れるぜ。
Kick. We should be fine. If we stick to our usual strategy, we should be fine.
いたぞ。
貴様ら特務支援か。ついにここまで来たか。
A 支隊元総督府治安一部隊だな。あなたたちには昨年から3ヶ月半に及ぶ都市の不法占拠、市民監禁の容疑がかかっている。特例として帝国臨時政府からの逮捕委任状も発行されている。できればおとなしく投降してくれ。
They're not gonna go down without a fight, of course.
黙れ、属州の警察風情が。貴様らごときが我々を捕らえるだと。
You don't have names! We can easily take you down. If you had names, then sure we could lose.
我らは対戦を再開させる。どんな手を使ってでも。
These guys are like delusional.
そして必ずや共和国を打ち倒し、大陸の覇権を握ってみせよう。それこそが
I don't get it.
最小閣下の意志を継ぎ、帝国の誇りを取り戻す唯一の
Why
道
do all
筋
these
なの
red
だ。
shirts, like, I don't know, are so stupid?
どうしてそこまで。
まるで黄昏が起きていた
Like,
頃
if they were named soldiers, then I would understand, but they're not. They're just fucking soldiers.
ああ、元凶は確実に滅びたはずだ。人々を戦争に駆り立てる呪いも同じだろう。引っ込みがつかなくなった原因ではありそうだが。本当はもう気づいているんだろう。 こんなことうまくいくわけがないってことは。
何を。
そうですね。わからないはずがありません。3ヶ月半も町を占拠して演説で人々を煽り立ててきた今、あの戦争の再開に同意する人がただの一人でもいたでしょうか。
それは
ま、言っちまえば終わったことにダダをこねてわがまま
Already
言って
following
る
a
だけだし
leader?
な。
Monka.
力を誇示したって人の心は動かねえもんだ。もちろん帝国の方針なんかもな。
このまま交渉を続けていてもいずれ共和国はしびれを切らすでしょう。そしてあなた方よりもさらに大きな力によって解決に導かれる。あの大戦の再開なんて絶対にありえないのは最初から分かりきっていたはずです。なのにどうして。
それが何だというのだ。あの大戦は文字通り帝国の全てをかけた戦争だったのだ。それがたかが初日の小競り合いで終了し、何の成果も上げぬまま停戦合意がなされ。
True, it did end with a ceasefire after the first day, sure.
最小閣下は倒れ、総督閣下は逮捕され、挙句の果てに共和国への賠償。
So you guys just wanted to keep fighting. So you just guys wanted to keep fighting. Okay.
我らが非道なしてでも使えた帝国がその程度の誇りしか持ち合わせぬなど。
Oh boy.
呪いに身を任せたからこそか。
だから前にも進めず、後
Yeah.
にも引けなくなったんですね。
They still think this war is still continuing, I see.
あなたたちの思い少しはわからないでもない。俺たちもクロスベルも同じだ。幾度となく大国に翻弄され、幾度となく苦難に見舞われ、大切なもの誇りを踏みにじられた。だがこんなやり方であなたたち自身は救われるのか。クロスベルだけじゃない、帝国や諸国も含めた多くの人々を裏切ってこんなテロに及んで、万が一望みが果たされたとしてこれこそが帝国の誇りだと胸を張って言えるのか。あなたたちの誇りっていうのはそんなものだっていうのか。違うだろ。
クロスベル人ごときが。
Okay, that's just racist.
いいえ、
Wow, that's just racist.
かつて私たちもあなたたちと同じような選択を迫られました。大切なものを犠牲にする代わりにクロスベルの全てが救われる。そんな都合のいい夢物語のように楽な道を突きつけられることで。
でも私たちはそれを突っぱねました。それを選んでしまったらあの子にも私たち自身にも誇れない。そんな風に勝ち取ったものに意味なんてあるわけがないと。
ああ、だから俺たちはこの2年間ずっと耐えてこられたのさ。俺たち自身が、大事なマナ娘が一番納得のいく道を見出して前に進むために。あんたたち帝国人にそれができないとは言わせねえ。少なくとも俺は帝国で何度も見てきたぜ。苦難の道を進みながら光を見出してきた連中を。
Yep. Class 7 didn't let us down.
それでも止まれないというなら、俺たちがこの手で止めてやるまでだ。あなたたちも含めて、あの大戦で傷ついた全ての人たちが新しい一歩を踏み出すためにも。
お前たち。やはりどこまでも甘い。甘すぎる。もう遅いのだ。 何もかも。
What? Oh, what the fuck? What is that? It's a mobile suit.
何？
Nani?
魔鋼騎兵なの？
No.
噂に聞いた最終形。いえ、
Leviathan.
少し似ていますが別タイプです。
Oh, wait. Wait a second. Is this the one with the dong? Fucking Black
リ
Workshop.
ヴァイアさんと並行開発されながらも実用前に廃棄された実験機体。歴史から見放された我らにはふさわしい機体だろう。
こんな機体が存在していたなんて。
今の話が本当ならリヴァイアさんと同等近くの。
行けアスモダインよ。
Asmodin?
奴らをクロスベルごと蹂躙し尽くして対戦の呼び水とするのだ。
させないわ。絶対に。何が相手であろうと。
ああ、行くぞみんな。これが最後の戦いだ。
でかかろうが所詮は無人機だ。全身全霊でぶちかます
Let's
ぜ。
beat it up to death.
この2年
Let's
間
do
を乗り越えて
this.
きた私たちならきっと。危険度大手強いです。
させない。
Ow! So big!
よし、強行突破だ。レイジングハンマー行くぞ。
私の番ね。行くわよ。食らいなさい。
What? How did you miss, Ellie? Damn it, Ellie!
はい、分析を開始します。分析完了です。
行くぜ。こいつはどうだい？クリムゾンゲイル。崩れたぜ。
そこだ。
Ooh.
開始だ。
行きます。アークス起動。やあ
ありがとう。
行くぞ。食いしばれタフレスシールド。俺の番だな。ラーゼロブレイカー。
Ouch.
頑張って。
ありがとう。
開始だ。
任せて。
はあ、なんとかしないと。それ。
Should be fun, comrade.
えい。
おうよ。これで終わりだ。崩れたぜ。
続きます。
えい。はあ。
行くぞ。
Zero Breaker.
私の番です。ドライブ開始。
させない。
えい。
やあ
えい。
Another toughness shield.
任せて。はあ。
行くぜ。こいつはどうだい？クリムゾンゲイル。チャンスだ。ここだティオスケ。
了解です
Teal skin. Teal talks. Poggers. Teal talk.
ドライブ開始
Yeah, it's best to use arts on Teal. Don't really use much of Teal CP, or else you're gonna get a huge delay for yourself.
俺の番だな。ゼロブレイカー。崩した。
もらった。任せて。行くわよ。食らいなさい。かっ。
やあ
食いしばれ。タフネスシールド。
I better be aware of these
行き
attacks.
ますは
Ah, come on. Ah, come on. We were about to break it too.
俺の番だな。
I'm just gonna use Berserker.
さて始めるとするか。
Eat steel.
エルゼルガ悪いな。往生しろや。
よし。よし。やっはっ今だ。
もらった。ええ。みんな頑張って。
ありがとう。
ありました
This is gonna hurt. Ooh. Okay, if I didn't use that shield, we would have been fucked there.
アークスクロ
行くぞ。えいと。
それ
Oh, we're gonna be taking damage, so we gotta be
あ
careful.
りがとう
ええ。みんな頑張って。
ありがと
助かりました
う。行くぞ。えいはっ
はい
食いしばれ。タフネスシールド。
行きますアークスクロ
俺の番だな。はっチャンスだ。
続きますやあ
よし。やっやっ
私の番ですドライブ開始
Yeah, Teal's basically healing.
チャンス。
任せて。
強行突破だ。レイジングハンマー。
任せて。アークス駆動。
おうよ。崩れたぜ。ここだティオスケ。
お任せをや
よし。よし。ゼロブレイカー。
はいアークス駆動やっ
Oh, we're gonna be taking damage. See what happens. Oh,
任せて。
I'm putting toughness shield.
タフネスシールド。
ええ。行くわよ。
番だな。食いしばれタフレスシールド。行くぞ。
任せて、行くわよ。食らいなさい。
はい、デミガンナー起動。セリュート
Nice. But
行くぞ。
I think we can finish this.
ラウドウォリア
俺の番だな。やっ今だ。
もらったおうよ。
これで決める。
Time for some rising sun. Nice. Nice. Straight. Yeah, it was basically Randy's order. Damn.
悪いな。先に行かせてもらうよ。よし、やったぞ。
I believe that's Brave Smash 2.
やったわ。
レベルアップですね。
まだまだいけるぜ。
オーラレイン。
エーテルストライク。
ライジングサン。
バカな
Bakana.
我らの切り札が
倒せたのよね。
とんでもねえ相手だったが。
ですが、これで
ああ。人7、人4、帝国臨時政府特別委任逮捕令状に基づき、あんたたちを逮捕する。どうか神妙にしてくれ。
Afterwards, upon hearing the news that their commanding forces had been taken in by the SSS, the remaining soldiers in the streets lost all the drive to fight. They each surrendered as ordered by the Guardian Force and police, and then they were arrested. Of course it was. Come on, Lloyd.
ようやく取り戻せた。俺たちのクロスベルを。みんな本当にありがとう。
お疲れさんだ、リーダー。
Bro fists, man. Legend of Heroes. Hajimari no Kiseki. Cass Lloyd Bannings. Wait, we finished the game? Poggers! We finished the game! I'm just kidding. Ellie McDowell. Teo Plato. Randy Orlando. Una Crawford. It's not me, guys. I know these names, so Noel Seeker, Wazi Hemisphere, Risha Mao. I don't know why the text is doing that, to be honest. Kia Bannings. Fuck. I don't understand. And so, 3.5-month-long occupation, the curtain fell on the operation, which resolved everything with the least amount of damage possible. After being held in time for Crossbell, the Special Guard was transferred to Auroch's Fortress in the Krutsin province of the Empire. I believe Auroch's Fortress is where Eustace's father was stationed there during CS2. Along with the former Governor General Rufus Alberea, it was decided that all of them would be confined in solitary isolation. Later, the Special Support Section and their allies were invited to the wedding ceremony of Prince Albert. Yep, that's the epilogue of CS4. Able to reunite their allies in the Empire after so long, they offered the prince their congratulations as he thanked them greatly for liberating Crossbell. The Revolutionalist case became a catalyst that once again raised the issue that had plagued Crossbell for so long. Instead, the provisional government in Crossbell feared armed intervention by the Republic, but the careful negotiations between the two parties yielded no agreement. A decision was proclaimed at the holy city of Arteria and the seat of the Septian Church, mainly concerning the loss of Crossbell's pride ever since the Crossbell Independent Incident. Crossbell will once again be fully recognized by an autonomous state. Preceding records of the events that transpired in Crossbell following the war is stored in this terminal. All these events were within the margin of error for the first stage prediction. By transitioning to the second stage, the plan can be formally put into motion. Project Babel. Do you want to start? Not bad for our first episode. This is my first time playing such a Japanese text game, so I was nervous how it would turn out. Honestly, it wasn't that bad. So yeah, we did a lot. We got our Crossbell once again by the SSS, and that's pretty much it. So in the next episode, we'll probably start on whatever part we're on, and we're gonna continue from there. So see you guys all next time.